You're welcome to this edition of Power Wheel, a production of the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN. Stay with us as we bring you trending news reports in the power sector. I am Chinwenwa Anyanwu. The industrial revolution of Edo State was recently boosted as the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, commissioned a 1x60 MVA transformer at the 132 by 32 kV Opela transmission station, raising the bulk electricity capacity by 300%.
The Managing Director CEO of TCN, Mr. Usman Guru Muhammad, hosted the Chairman of Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission, NEC, Professor James Adeche Momo, who commissioned the transformer in his honor, along with the Edo State Governor, Mr. Godwin Obaseki. Mr. Mohammed thanked the NEC chairman, saying,
"It is his interest that led to the completion of this installation, and it is in recognition of his contribution in ensuring completion of this work that we are commissioning this substation and this installation in his honor."
He also said, through the Transmission Rehabilitation and Expansion Program, TREP, TCN engineers have performed more than the company did in the past 10 years.
So part of what we have designed to ensure that we are able to meet our mandate is that we use TCN engineers to install substation transformers. And through that scheme, we have installed, from June last year to date, we have installed about 30 transformers across the country.
Mr. Mohammed said the boosted capacity at Okbela substation and other transmission projects in the state was to help support the industrialization policy of Governor Obaseki.
As part of trend, milestones have been achieved here at Opela in Edo State. With the installation of 1x60 MVA transformer, the capacity of the substation, which was before now, was 15 MVA, has now been raised to 75 MVA. That means we have increased the capacity by over 300%. The installation of the 60 MVA transformer at Opela substation is consistent with the policy of His Excellency, Governor Godwin Obaseki, given the existence of huge mineral deposits in this location. Opela, Bua, Cement Factory, Agenebode, Igara, and several other area communities that live here will soon have improved power supply. They are all customers of the industry. The installation of 1x60 MVA at Opela substation will also increase the total wheeling capacity of TCN, which was last simulated in December to be 7,124. TCN will soon complete the installation of the 30 MVA currently on plinth in this station, and under the NETAP also, TCN will conduct the line from Benin TS to Irua to Auchi to Opela, and Opela to Okene, and Okene to Ajakuta. And in line with our decision to also provide optimal capacity to this area, Your Excellency, we are also going to put 100 MVA in Irua. And we have just completed the 40 MVA in Auchi. We are just doing finishing touches.
Mr. Mohammed, however, urged the distribution companies discuss to match TCN investments with similar capacity, saying,
"I wish to use this occasion to call the distribution company to invest in their network so that the massive investment by TCN and generation companies can lead to economic growth and development of Nigeria. Lack of investment in many locations where distribution companies fail to build their lack of investment in the network has led to even TCN losing some of their equipment. I can tell you clearly, in Abuja, we lost 2 transformers simply because those transformers are feeding customers directly. So if there's a fault on the network, it hits our transformer directly. We are taking inventory of that, and we will soon forward it to NAC so that we don't lose our investment as a result of failure of our distribution companies to pig load.
NEC Chairman Professor James Adeche Momo, shortly before he commissioned the transformer, said he was challenged by his people 7 years ago to intervene in the epileptic power situation of the state.
The villages around us, what they witness is low voltage, meaning it has no impact in development. We cannot touch the industrialization that we want to see because the quality of supply to us were very low. We were very sad people, yet we were gifted people. We had all the minerals, yet we are not allowed to turn them into wealth because we have no power supply to make them happen.
Mama urged community members and youths in the state to secure the facility and other installations. He also urged them to learn new skills to take advantage of the increased power supply for job creation.
My dream every day is to find out how many 3 or 4 states in this country will be the center of excellence for energy, for power delivery, power utilization. Edo has to be one, and you started it. Yes, it will serve Goa, the cement factory, Opela cement factory, to serve so many other people. But we want to make sure we create jobs, we create industry, not just the cement factory. We want to make shoes, we want to make textile materials, we want to do glass, we want to do car, we want to make cars in this Edo North.
Governor Basiki said the state is the core of transmission infrastructure as he lauded TCN for the various initiatives.
Today, this initiative of TCN has just ignited and just sparked a revolution for us in Edo State and in the country. So for you coming in to help us spark the electricity industry by increasing the capacity of this substation by over 300%, on behalf of the people of Edo State, I want to say thank you very much. And this is not all, because I know in a few weeks' time, we're going to go to Auchi, where they have also done a similar thing. And from the assurances you've given to me today, I'm sure before the middle of next year, we will do the same thing in Irua.
He, however, berated Benin Electricity Distribution Company, BEDC, for the poor service delivery and appealed to NEC to press on BEDC to distribute the increased bulk electricity from TCN.
In the last 18 months, you have proven to be a miracle worker. I can imagine what else you've done in the rest of the country, but in Edo alone, TCN has successfully executed about 4 key projects, which I am party to. So, Alhaji Manam Usman Go Muhammad, we really thank you and appreciate you. So, NEC, you still need to help us. We have light, we have electricity in Edo State. Please help us so that we can get this light to the homes of the citizens of Edo State so that we can change lives.
The Managing Director of Power Control and Appliances, PCA, who is the contractor for the Opela substation projects, represented by Mr. Saran Manoharan, applauded TCN for believing in them.
On behalf of our group chairman and management, we would like to thank all present here and those who gave valuable time associated with our project. And our special thanks to Managing Director, CEO, TCN, and the entire team for providing us all necessary support, guidance, and for the successful completion of the project. We are looking forward to hear more and work together.
Thank you.
We are here to commemorate the official commissioning of the new 160 MVA 13233 kV power transformer. I ask that Professor James Adeche Momo, the Chair, National Electricity Regulatory Commission, NERC, on Saturday, 22nd September 2018, dedicate this very occasion to the glory of God and to the service of humanity, and especially to Nigeria, and in particular Edo State, with power that will change life.
General managers transmission with their project supervisors from the TCN regional offices, as well as project managers from project implementation units in charge of donor-funded projects, have been tasked on imbibing the best global practices in managing contracts and projects to drive the actualization of the company's transmission rehabilitation and expansion program, TRIP.
The Managing Director CEO of TCN, Mr. Usman Guru Mohammed, gave the charge at a recent meeting in Abuja with the regional managers of the company, where he educated them on the standards and processes of contract administration and critical projects management. Mr. Mohammed also told the officials that the TCN management was embracing global best practices to bring in the best retired TCN experts in its critical line reconducting projects.
There are some critical lines that we have decided to hire some of our retired colleagues to come and help us, support us. We felt that we can get better value for money bringing them instead of bringing big companies.
He said the experts will be enlightened on the workings of TREP, while they are expected to share ideas with TCN management on the best means of improving transmission facility and equipment maintenance. Mohammed, in his lectures on contract administration and project management, said the involved procurement process, hiring experts as project managers, and the efficient delivery of projects, which TCN officials must adhere to.
Every contract that you sign, you have to have employers representative and contractors representative. Employers representative and contractors representative. Most of the time for our own case, the employers representative are the consultant that we hire to supervise those contracts, while the employers representative is the representative that the contractor will give you. Now, if you are the employer, like TCN, you have a duty to ensure that the contractor's representative that you have, they give you, is competent. Because according to all contracts under FIDICS, they have to give you the CV of the person who will be their representative. And you are supposed to vet the CV and ensure that that person have capacity to manage the contract.
The General Manager Transmission Osogbo Region of TCN, Engineer Samuel Olushola Adeyemo, lauded the TCN MD CEO for the training on effective project management, saying,
one of the things we need in the regions is what we have started today, empowerment on project management. I will advise that that's your lecture, you make copies available to us. Then the staff need to be trained, which is part of the thing that is going on. And by the time you do that, what we are doing is very important. It will encourage the project to move as planned. It will encourage adequate monitoring of the project.
Also commenting, the General Manager Transmission Lagos Region, Engineer Geoffrey Nwokoye, urged the management to sustain the availability of critical spare parts of transmission equipment for the purpose of maintenance operations at the work centers.
We cannot talk of any sustainable development without good maintenance system. But we have to maintain what we have, and then when we add, we'll be growing. So, and for us to maintain our equipment, we need some critical spare parts.
The head transmission service provider, TSP, Engineer Victor Adewumi, at the forum spoke of TCN's efforts in overhauling administrative tools and software. He said a foreign firm, Omicron, will be installing functional software for TCN shortly as part of improving its administrative service efficiency.
Where we have software problem, we only probably input the new software. So they're going to make them functional, in short. So that is what we are doing.
Let's take a break for a short message. Please stay tuned.
Do not build under transmission power lines for your safety and health. Electricity power lines and substations, either for power transmission or power distribution services, are extremely dangerous when exposed to direct human contact. These power lines and substations transmit electricity that lights up our homes and offices, power our computers, TVs, and refrigerators. On the other hand, the same electricity when exposed is extremely dangerous. It can shock, electrocute, and kill anyone on its way. That is why everyone must adopt safety measures whenever we use or are close to electricity facilities like power lines or substation or transformers. For the safety of the people and animals, governments all over the world have approved way leave or right-of-way of 50 meters for 330 kV power lines and 30 meters for 132 kV power lines, and for 33 kV lines, the way leave is 15 meters. People are not expected to be found within this way leave or right-of-way for safety reasons. The lines can suddenly cut and fall to the ground with very disastrous consequences such as fire and electrocution of anybody and destruction of anything, be it vehicle, houses or vegetation on its line. It has also been established that power lines and substation emit electromagnetic fields, EMF, which is dangerous to human health. The World Health Organization, WHO, has warned that people who spend long hours under or close high-tension lines stand the risk of being affected by EMF and be vulnerable to cancer, leukemia in children, miscarriages among pregnant women, and other terrible diseases. It is therefore advisable not to build any structure or operate any business under or near any electricity high-tension lines or substations. TCN wants you to stay alive, stay safe, stay healthy, avoid power lines. This message is from the management of Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN.
You're still watching Power Wheel. Following up on various ongoing transmission projects to accelerate their delivery period, the Managing Director of the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, Mr. Usman Gur Mohammed, has inspected a 45 MVA transformer project at the Okene Transmission Substation in Kogi State.
The head transmission service provider, TSP, Engineer Victor Dewumi, who conducted the MD, CEO, around the project site, said the contractor reported work in progress. He said,
What is this? He just to assemble the transformer. He has not finished all the connection. So what he did is just to, the transformer come in pieces. We only assemble them before we now pick it. And took it to the other thing there. So, and what he did is the way he put it back now. This is what he did. And it's the same way he put it back. So what you need to do is not to come and do the wiring.
An official of the system operation arm of TCN, Mr. Bashir Mohammed, explained the capacity of the substation, which he said consists of existing 60 MVA transformer, another 30 MVA transformer, and a capacitor bank. He said,
Here you can see our 60 MVA transformer and our 30 MVA transformer. And this is our capacitor bank here to improve the voltage profile of the network.
Mr. Bashir further revealed the progress of the new 45 MVA transformer being installed, saying,
Here you can see the 45 MVA transformer that is ongoing. All the gantries, the CTs and the breakers have been in position, but it's yet to be energized. And also we can see, if you look further, we can see the cable trench being dug right behind the gantries there. So the work is still ongoing and is expected to be completed soon to further increase the capacity of the station.
He said the substation supplies bulk electricity to Okene town, parts of Lokoja, a section of Edo and Ekiti states.
We supply Okene, we supply, that's the Lokoja, we supply Ososo, Kaba and Ikare. So presently we have 5 feeders in this station. So with the addition of this 45 MVA, we'll be able to supply more areas.
The Okene transmission substation has a 90 MVA bulk electricity wheeling capacity serviced by the 2 existing transformers. With the energizing of the 45 MVA transformer, when installation works are completed, Mr. Bashir said,
Right now it's at 90 MVA. That's, we have the 60 MVA and the 30 MVA. So with this 45 MVA coming in, we'll have it at 135.
Our soundbite of the week is next.
We've been able to save about 68 billion from what we inherited as PSN liabilities through this strangulation model, which ordinarily government is supposed to have paid. but that has been saved from the sector, and we gave the people the opportunity to prove their case if they have any case, and I want to assure you that nobody has been able to come forward to prove its case as it relates that.
To guarantee safe electricity networks, especially in the distribution section, the federal government said it will unveil a harmonized manual and code documents to guide the implementation of projects and electrical constructions for distribution companies, DISCOs, by January 2019.
The Chief Electrical Inspector of the Federation, CEIF, Managing Director of the Nigerian Electricity Management Services Agency, NEMSA, Engineer Peter Eweso, disclosed this at a recent stakeholders meeting in Abuja to review the draft construction manual. He said,
"We're going to have a presentation and discussion on it to the wider stakeholders, Nigerians, because this construction standard is not just only for construction, it equally affects the consumers, so that consumers know how their installations should equally look like when we talk about the service point to their houses. So it's after this we're going to decide when this document will actually be we finally launch and put it to it, but we are hoping 1st January 2019 this document should be released.
Eweso said the manual became imperative because of the varying network construction NEMSA's field officers have discovered.
In the course of our carrying out our inspection in recent past, by our field men, we've discovered several versions of construction practices. Some, you find, as soon as you are finishing the construction, they are falling like pack of cards after you, and most of these installations get to state of disuse soon after you have completed them and commissioned them for use. And secondly too, a lot of people have been challenging NEMSA to say, you tell us what we've done is not right, but there is no standard, there is no manual, there is no guideline for us to actually follow.
The Permanent Secretary in the Federal Ministry of Power, Works and Housing, Power Sector, Engineer Louis Edozie, represented by Engineer Nkem Agolo from the Distribution Services Department, lauded the initiative.
This is a great opportunity for us to look into these documents and have a standard, because when we go and check our projects in various states, there are so many discrepancies, so many things, and the contractors will be arguing. But when we have this standard, we'll have a basis on which we go and confirm all what they are doing. And I pray at the end of this, we'll come up with something nice.
Held of the consulting firm Alpha Power Sector and Energy Consulting Limited, APSEC, Engineer Suleiman Yahaya urged the participants to make their best input to the document during the forum. He said,
which is aimed at addressing safety and uniformity in technical standards on the installation and construction of medium and low voltage electrical distribution system in Nigeria.
We're bringing you more reports in the Power Flash segment. Please don't go away. We hope you had an exciting time with us on this edition. Keep a date with us on subsequent editions as we keep track of developments in the power sector. Join us on Power Wheel, same time, same station, next week. Until then, you can watch our episodes via our YouTube channel and as well reach us through these other platforms showing on your screen. I am Chinwenwa Anyao. Bye for now.